idea of yourself is what is referred to as self-concept. Yes, perception of self. These are your thoughts, your attitude, your beliefs, ideas, everything that revolves around what you believe yourself to be is what is referred to as self-concept. Yes, which is another word for perception of self. And when you hear perception of self, you know it means your chain of thoughts about you. The way you view yourself in terms of, say, esteem, your efficacy, development, experience is all of these things are what sum up to give your perception of self. But note, there is a difference between what you think about you and what another person thinks about you. So perception of self narrows itself down to your own thoughts, your own ideas about yourself. Yes, not what another person thinks about you, but rather what you think about yourself. Yes, which is why it's called, another name for it is the perception of self. Yes. Now, of course, we've all heard about the importance of our beliefs, our belief in ourselves. Yes, how important it is for one to achieve a goal or for one to meet up a goal. Yes, self-thought or your chain of thought or your perception of a self plays an important role in determining how far you would go in one area. But this is not to say that perception of self is only limited to just one area. No, it's not. It's a whole wide range of areas, that intersects and so on. Yes. Now, perception of self, there are so many of them. There are so many perception of self. But example of such are your self-esteem, your self-worth, how you view yourself, the value you place on yourself. The next one is self-efficacy. Yes, or yes, self-efficacy. Your belief on what you can do. Yes, what you can do, if you can achieve this or not. Yes, also another example of self-concept is your metacognition. Yes, and metacognition is your thoughts, your thinking about how you think, how you solve problems, how you reason, how you do analysis. Yes, it's all, metacognition has to do with your different ways of solving things or your different mental processes. Yes, these are some examples of self-concept. Yes. Now, self-concept begins as early as age 2. Yes, self-concept is an area of development that begins to manifest or show itself when a child has reached age 2. Because by age 2, of course, the child has come a long way in gaining experience, such as activities that goes with his physical movement or physical movement. Yes, he is now able to coordinate things like holding, things like looking and smiling at the same time, things such as hearing a sound and turning towards to see where the sound is coming from. Yes, so all these things are tiny experiences that, of course, by age 2 they've actually summed up, and already the child has reached a certain stage where he can begin to show how he feels, what this means to him, and what have you, through his little gestures. So of course, by age 2, the idea of self-concept has begun to develop, which is why moral development is suggested to begin at that age. But this is not to say that discipline should also begin at that age. No, discipline will have to wait until a child is 7 of age. By age 2, you want to put the child in things that he would see, appropriate things that he would see and emulate. You want to surround the child with the ethics that aligns with your values. You want to keep or allow the child to hear things you would like him to pick from, or experiences he would like to pick from. Actually, at this age, from age 2 to upwards, yes, from age 2 to 7, the child learns more by observation. The child, and by observation, hearing is a form of observation. Of course, we all know that looking also to see something is another form of observation. So, of course, by age 2 to 7, the child learns better through seeing and hearing, not through, more like, not through scolding, not through, all of the things we regard as punishment. No, children do not, at that age, you are actually, if you actually resort to punishing, you are confusing the child. And as far as a child is concerned at that age, whatever it is you do to him in that stage or at that stage, that is reality, and it will become part of his perception. The impact might not show at that time. The impact might show in the long run, possibly when the child has grown up or when the child has become an adult. So at this age, care needs to be employed in how you go about moral training or moral development. Yes. So in a nutshell, self-concept is your perception. It is the perception of self. It is how you think about yourself in so many areas. Yes, it is different from what another person thinks about you, but rather how you view about yourself, and how you view yourself is an important criteria in our development and progress. So, as it is with other areas of development and growth, self-concept is an important cognitive function, which, when you understand it, you would be able to do things that will actually make a positive progression. Yes.